Welcome, my pretties. We're going to take you to the stars in an Ark ship. How are you doing, Matthew Kershaw?
This is another space sim. Why is it you always show me space sim games?
Because I see them on Steam. I see them in the upcoming list. I get a boner. It distracts me for the next hour, and then, in a week's time we get to check out another broken fucking mess of a game. I love it. It's like the best cycle. This isn't actually a broken mess that I've seen, but judging by the Steam comments, it kind of is for people. This is running on Unreal Engine. I'm going to say 4, but I haven't confirmed that. It could be 3. I don't know. I'm going to guess 4 because it looks really nice. And it's basically FTL. We're being followed by the Scorn aliens. We've got to get to the Titus Nova system on the other side of the space map.
So it's FTL, but with a budget.
Yeah, it's FTL with pretty graphics and this very Star Trek kind of, you're the captain on the bridge, waving your hand at people. They're wearing, red uniforms, blue uniforms, probably yellow too. And, as you can guess, that's right up my alley. But it is early access. So there's the sticking point, I guess. I fucking hate early access games. They ruin the way we cover them. If this wasn't early access, we would have done a review on it, and it would be all hot, but now I'm going to have to wait for months. I forget about the game, and then no one's going to care when the game comes out.
So what's the point? You're just kind of looking at your ship and looking at space?
It's pretty slow, to be honest. It's not is FTL turn-based? Am I making that up? You just jump, don't you, between systems?
You jump, and then you have turn-based combat, or you have an encounter, and then you jump to the next area. Yeah,
so this is real time, which means there's a lot of just looking at your ship flying through space. To the planet Aurelius. So this is how you interact with the planet. I've played this a couple of times. The opening, I've played about 2, maybe hour-long, or half an hour and an hour-long playthrough of it. Because the first time I fucked it up, because you have to build your ship first, selecting what kind of components you want, what kind of resources you want to bring with you. Because obviously the people on board your Ark ship, you're bringing the last of mankind to their new destination. They need oxygen, they need food. Before you can send a shuttle out, you need fuel for it. So there's a lot of kind of decisions they don't guide you on beforehand. So this is the second time.
Are you sure this isn't the new Mass Effect game? You're talking about the Ark ship. There's an Omega area on the map.
Yeah.
You're going to a new area for humanity. This is essentially Mass Effect and Andromeda.
I haven't seen any space cowboys nor squid sex yet, so no. Sadly, it is not. But again, I haven't got that far in, so it could be anywhere. But this has been the same. I don't know if it's meant to be because I thought FTL was it's all procedurally generated. You never have 2 adventures the same. Or am I making that up?
Maybe. I think there's set encounters and set things that will happen, but they all have a random element in them, maybe?
Yeah, because I've played this opening area twice, and it's been the same planet, same events. I was attacked at the same time. It's pretty much all the same. So this is where it's kind of shitty. I've just sent that team down to get some resources, which you need, because you've only got so many days worth of fuel and stuff. And then you now have to select all the resources individually, using that shitty counter system, so hopefully early access will weed that out. Just have a take all or something. So originally, I didn't take a mining team with me, so I could get no... there's a few ways you can really get resources that I've seen without a mining team, so I was basically fucked about a month into the journey. Which in reality was about 30 minutes into the journey. It was It's cool. It's a lot of this that I've seen.
It's very pretty.
It is. There's a kind of graininess to it, film grain, almost like the original Mass Effect. I don't know if that's intentional or, a byproduct of being early access, but by fuck, it's a really pretty ship, isn't it? Looks beautiful.
Yeah, it looks like a 12-year-old designed it, but it looks cool.
It's one of those... You remember when we checked out Fractured Space, that really nice looking capital ship combat game? It reminds me of the ships in that, where it's very what's the word I'm looking for? Very functional, It's not like sleek curves. It's no, you've got all these fuel cells and this rotating ring. And it's a style I really like. So, this is the problem, right? I love Star Trek. There's not enough all happening on the bridge. Everything happens in these menus, which are, poorly constructed. You don't drag and drop people, you have to click them, and they don't tell you shit like that. So, that's kind of the sticking point I have, because it's just kind of a glorified menu system. when I feel there should be
That
more.
thing in the bottom middle, is that not like a map of your ship? Because it had like little squares, and one of them was highlighted.
I'll check it when we zoom out again, because I missed it. That's the options menu. If you press escape.
Down there.
No, that is the where you are in the galaxy map. So we're in that yellow space. And planets will appear there and stuff. So there's something annoying. I just drifted too close to the planet and got stuck, and like seemed to be pushed back to the planet orbit, which is annoying. Because you're being chased, like.
Yeah, I was going to ask, would you rather have different areas on your ship that you could go, and you'd have like randomly generated NPCs that you could interact with?
I mean, that would be the ideal. Yeah, it's like So there's a game called Consortium. It's like #1 in the IGGR1 trilogy or something. It's a game no one's heard of, but it was a kind of fucked game that came out about 2 years ago. And that was kind of the other side of Star Trek, where you're just like on this ship solving people's problems and stuff, and it was all, you could do the entire thing without firing a shot from your gun and stuff. And that's kind of what I wanted from this. Not that I was expecting it, but it was kind of the ideal for that kind of fantasy.
Yeah.
But the problem I have with this is it's like you pick these bridge crew and they've got names and faces, but it's just like a menu pop-up saying, oh, there's a plague on whatever deck, and you just click on somebody to do it. I feel like you should have the person run up to you, like grab your arm or something and be like, shit's fucked down in the engineering. And, it should be a bit more dramatized or something, would be really nice. Or even images like, this is what's happening, like here's an image or concept art, whatever you want to do.
McConnelly got his leg stuck in the engine pipe again.
Yeah, we have to get our kid engineer to go and like save the ship every other episode. So there's a bit of this. This is my first encounter with the Scorn. They're the ones chasing us out of Earth, I guess.
I like that the ship just kind of like appeared in front of you perfectly.
Yeah.
You both decided to stop and stare.
I don't know if they exist in space on their own, whether I drifted in its path or something, but I never saw it if I did. So they might just be random encounters like Pokemon style. So here's the fucked menus I'm talking about. Like, you just kind of have to click where you want them. It's not entirely clear. But, yeah, I can't remember a lot of FTL. In hindsight, I should have gone back and played some. Was it like this? You're waiting for your charging on everything, aren't you? And then
I honestly don't remember. I didn't play much FTL.
Yeah, so here we have lasers, torpedoes, deflector shields. And then our bottom left there's the hull. That's just your health. Your people will get injured when you're hitting stuff. So you want to raise the deflector shield when their attacks coming in. It's pretty simple, but not all encounters are just against a single ship, obviously, and you've got to manage your charge times. They're dependent on the skills of the different crew you've assigned to the positions. From what I remember, it's very FTL-ish. You can take out the shields, and then they won't get that protection. They won't be able to deflect your shots. But they will, like, regenerate the shields. I think, like, must repair the shields or something. So it's...
I seem to remember FTL being a bit like this.
Yeah. But you don't have the whole, like, crew management so much, it's just when are you firing. Because I know that was a thing in FTL, is you have to open the doors.
I think you do have that in FTL.
Yeah, that's what I mean, you do in that, but you don't in this. That I've seen yet. Like, I haven't had to, like, vent atmosphere from certain decks and stuff to put out fires or anything.
Shot deflected.
It's just kind of, I believe, judging by what I've seen on Steam comments, there's only these two weapons as well. Like, there isn't an upgrade path, like you'd imagine. Which seems kind of shitty for one of those kind of games. I mean, you can get different types of torpedoes when you start a run at this game. You pick whether whether you want the high accuracy or the high damage or torpedoes or the cheaper torpedoes, but that's not really the same as like upgrading your systems. But by fuck do they explode really nice. Yeah, so we're just gathering some resources from it. I didn't have the benefits of this the first time I played, so I never got any resources. The crew just starved in the middle of space. I was trying to like drive me into a planet as well, and it wouldn't happen.
Eat the crew?
Yeah, we just eat each other. What are we gonna do for oxygen though? Breathe out of other people's lungs, use them like, gas masks?
Take it in turns to breathe into each other's mouth.
Yeah, that'll work, until one of the other persons dies of carbon dioxide poisoning. And like a lot of other diseases that are unattended around the ship.
You've got a sick bay.
Yeah, it doesn't help if you can't breathe though, does it? So we're just closing in on another Ark ship. Again, this is present in both of my playthroughs of the game. It's worth pointing out the ship computer is talking to you a lot, but there's no subtitles. So if you can't hear it, then I apologize.
The Ark 8, Captain Cooper's ship. Your orders, Captain.
Yeah, so this is treated just like you would with a planet, only you don't have the mining option.
Yeah, I was waiting for some sort of like cutscene to happen, or like the other captain to appear on the screen and talk to you.
Yeah, like I hated Sid Meier's starships. It was a really piece of shit and kind of a joke. But they had a lot of that, a lot of like, you know, you're just coming over to this planet. Here's some like a couple of lines of dialogue about it and like an image or something. Or it'll be like, oh, the people of this planet live in a horrible Nazi state, so there'll be an image of like, I don't know, some dictator standing in front of these people or something. So something like that would have been a bit nice. As opposed to just a line of text in some menus.
Captain, what are your orders?
But hey, it's early access, so...
Scorn attack.
Can you crash into the other Ark ship?
I didn't try with that, but I couldn't reach the planet before I died. So, I don't know if you'll just... I think when you get near a planet, you automatically hit the orbit screen, you know, that we snapped back to before. So
yeah.
Maybe I wasn't able to. So yeah, that's like one of the events, is like an alien growth, so you gotta assign like a person with high medical or high toughness and stuff. But it's just so meaningless, you know, it's really not tangible.
Yeah.
Engines at maximum power.
Yeah, that fucking sun, dude. Holy shit. It's like the elusive man is standing behind you. So you can upgrade your various systems, repair them as well, because they'll take damage in the combat. It's all menu-based. So yeah, that's Into the Stars. It is... £14? Yeah, that's Into the Stars. It's on Steam Early Access. I think they said it'll take about at least 3 months before they get into the full version, but I'm hoping they take a bit longer and improve some of those systems, because that game could be really hard.
Hopefully.
And check back soon.